it's, you never hope for the pilot to crash the plane. Even if the pilot slept with your wife, you still don't hope that he crashes the plane. You hope he gets Ebola in his dick, but you don't hope that he crashes the plane. And, I look at everything that's going on in America right now. I watched a video this morning on the Singapore Prime Minister, his speech. And I tell you guys, I was watching it just going, God, I wish this guy was our president. He's so well-spoken. He talked a lot about, working with the globe and how to treat your allies well. And I would say, once again, low-key burns. He did such a good job. He didn't call out Trump. He didn't talk any trash. He just over and over said, you don't treat your allies badly. You work with global trade. This is where the economy in the world is going. The service industry is one of the most important parts of our economy moving forward. He talked a little bit about that and what Singapore is doing. And unfortunately, a large part of what he was talking about was working with the other people in the world and not with America. So, it's incredibly disappointing. And, as much as I dislike Donald Trump, as much as I think he's a terrible leader, as much as I think that his policies are horse shit, as much as I think that, the people that he appoints are buffoons, I still, to this day, I don't want to see the economy go into a depression. I don't want to see the people in my chat, the people that I know in my real life, the people that, I work with, the people that my customers, I don't want to see them struggle. And, so I don't root for the plane to crash. I want things to go well. I want to get through this administration with America whole and still constitutional. I want our democracy to be safe. And I want to be able to, see some improvement in America's opinion of America 4 years from now when we can elect somebody that's actually not going insane. And to get there, that means that Donald Trump can't burn the country down between now and then. Unfortunately, I think it's a good possibility that he does. But, I just want you guys to know that I talk a lot of shit. I don't think that he's a very good person. I don't think he's even a slightly competent president. And I think that his administration is filled with idiots. But at no point do I want to see this country go into depression, and you guys suffer from that, me suffer that, my family suffer from that, my friends suffer from that. So, this is 100 days of disappointment for me. Watching a president of the United States act the way that Donald Trump has over the last 100 days, it's the least presidential shit I've ever seen in my life. The way that the White House has posted on Instagram and trolled and made ASMR videos, and you got Donald Trump now putting out a 2028 hat, all that shit. It just speaks of an immaturity and buffoonery that does not befit the office. And it's really disappointing to see Americans willingly supporting the trolling of a country to own the libs. I'll just never be able to wrap my mind around that. Like when Joe Biden got elected, the last thing I'd want Joe Biden to do was to deport MAGA supporters because they disagree with him politically, to, go around, deporting people that he thinks, I fucking hate Aryan Brotherhood people. I hate white supremacy. I hate skinheads, but they deserve due process and they deserve to be put on trial. And, if they've committed a crime, then they deserve to go to jail. But there's nothing about any of this that has happened over the last 100 days that I can support. The closest thing that I've seen so far to any kind of W for America at this point was the talk of integrating AI into K through 12. And even that, I know at this point that they're just going to fuck that up too. They're probably going to have Grok up in that bitch. Although, Grok has actually been doing a good job of calling out Elon. So maybe Grok's actually okay. But it's 100 days of disappointment for me. It really is. To see Americans, not just Donald Trump, but to see Americans so willingly support the owning of the liberals just for the shits and giggles. and in the end, helping to further the destruction of our constitutional democracy. And that's just really disappointing to see, and I can't say it enough. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.